afternoon, Planet Earthgate TV. And now for the show.
Good afternoon, Planet
Planet
Earth.
Earth.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Welcome to Good Afternoon, Planet Earth, everybody. That's Dominic Leonelli.
How you guys doing? Rip. There's Amy Jans.
What up? Man, so what have you been up to?
Not too much. Just getting jealous of your rocking chair. That looks so much fun.
Love rocking chairs. They're perfect if you're an antsy person. Like, I'm a leg jiggler, you know? So instead of leg jiggling, I'm a rocking jiggling. I'm just like, woo!
Yeah, those leg jigglers. How about when everybody got their legs on the coffee table and then somebody's got to start shaking the whole table with their nervous habits?
Right.
I hate that. It's like,
especially if it's a wobbly table, it's like glasses are shaking.
Right. I grew up with a lot of leg jigglers in my house. I think my dad, all my uncles, they called it the smoker's shake, some people.
Wow. Oh, you know what? That makes sense because I'm reading a book about internet addiction and it parallels with smoking addiction. And they say you're really just smoking a cigarette to feel normal. Like you're craving that cigarette for that 2 minutes of feeling normal. Isn't that absurd?
That is.
It's kind of sad. It makes me think about other, addictions. I got internet addiction hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like that, it's crazy. I wonder if there's like ever be a patch for internet addictions.
I really wish there was, because I'm doing all this inner work of like thinking, why do I need to do it? What am I feeling? It's like, can I just put a patch on it and end the day instead of doing all this inner journaling?
Yeah, with me, I feel like the internet, I'm on it and I do it and I look. I don't know if I'm as addicted. I get like, I don't know what it is. I guess with certain things, sometimes I go through phases, but I used to smoke cigarettes and I remember like trying to quit that. And I guess it is like, it's a habit. So you're doing it. Like, I remember like a coffee and a cigarette just felt normal. So is it like, hey, when you're having your coffee, you got to be on TikTok or internet or?
Oh my God, Dominic, that's a deep observation. And yeah, they correlate. It's a weird comfort thing. It's like a pattern. I like to wake up and brew coffee and scroll.
Right.
But you know what though? I got this manifestation membership thing where it's like Netflix, but for not positive thinking, because that comes with a toxic, let me turn this on silent. Because that thing, when people are like, just be positive. And really, I'm learning you've got to acknowledge the pain and then realize that's your body's way of telling you what you don't want and what's the opposite of that. So, for example, for internet addiction, my pain point is I feel like if I don't check it, I'll always be wondering. And what's the opposite of that? Not caring. So how can I be more not caring? And it's like, okay, well, what's the worst that could happen if I don't check it? No one's going to die if I don't check my updates on my one like or whatever. Literally no one is going to die if I don't check my phone. And, I'm not going to be less of a person. I'm going to be more of a person by not checking my phone. So it's like this crutch. I need to check the internet, my phone. It isn't helpful, and it's the opposite of why I would check the phone. I check the phone to feel whole. And that's doing the complete opposite when I check my phone. It's not making me feel whole whatsoever. It's filling this empty space.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, but my point was this meditation manifestation thing was like, for a whole hour you wake up, don't look at your phone, don't look at the internet. So that's been interesting. It does make a difference. The first hour of your day, we should be like programming our mind to have a good day.
How do you feel during that hour when you're trying not to look at it? Are you like, damn, is it really a difficult thing to go through? Are you like, do you sometimes break and look?
Yeah, well, with the meditation thing, I made a promise to myself. So by making it a point not to check it, it kind of takes away from wanting to look at it, because it's like if it's scheduled in, then I know I'm going to be able to do it. But if I don't set it in my mind like an intention, like a goal, if it's not a goal, and I'm just like, then yeah, I will absolutely check it with unconsciously. Like I will black out and just check my phone.
Right.
But with having the goal of, okay, no phone for an hour, my brain's like, oh, cool, it's off the table. It's off the table. I'm not going to check it.
Yeah, that's that thought into a reality thing. I was just watching Dick Gregory, an old thing on him where he was saying, yeah, where he's saying he doesn't use hope. He's like, I don't like hope. He's like, I don't use hope. And he says, when you say you can't do something, you're telling like millions of parts in your body that you can't do it,
Well, true. Yeah, that I've been listening to this guy Joe Dispenza, and he's awesome. Like you would probably love him because he's a genuine. He's not this weird like wishy-washy where they talk, but it sounds like they have a hole in their head.
Yeah, their eyes are real big.
Yeah. No.
Everything will be okay.
Yes, this guy is very centered and very honest, and you could tell he's coming from an honest place. He said your body doesn't know the reality or whatever you tell your mind, your body will believe it.
Yeah, I try to tell myself whenever I'm trying not to eat, I'll say, oh, I don't eat. I never eat. I just always say that I'm never hungry. And it works. Like if I picture myself going to the fridge, I go to the fridge.
Yes. Hold on. I got a tip. So also they say don't use double negatives. So when you say I'm never hungry, you are telling yourself you're hungry.
That's interesting.
So you could say, what's the opposite of never? I'm full. Say I'm full.
I like that. That's cool. Yeah, because right now I can't control it. And I read addictions, anything you can't control. So it's like that makes sense. Like internet. I need to replace my addiction a little bit with some more internet addiction again. Mine's in spurts.
Yes, I transferred my food addiction to coffee addiction. I know it's like a transfer. It's like we're playing volleyballs with urges.
Yeah.
This urge. I got this urge in me. Volleyball it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be a marathon runner this week. I'm gonna do this. It's just change it up.
Internet. I'll swap my internet addiction for your healthy food addiction.
The reason I was never really addicted to the internet was because I never was even tech savvy enough to use it. I was afraid of it, like signing on a computer. It was very third world to me. I didn't grow up with a computer in my house. I didn't even get a computer until I was probably 28 years old. And I was like, what's going on here? Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of a gift. That's a gift because now you can use it for the tools that it was created for, as opposed to these people that got all these technologies when they're kids. You're not intentionally using it, so you go on and it uses you. The computer uses you. I think I'm like, it's really productive for me to be clicking and going in Google spiral holes for the data companies. For when I'm addicted to the internet, it's productive only for the data companies because they love me. They're like, yes, yes, thank you. They're probably sitting there in their data company headquarters like, yes, queen. You know what? Your thoughts. Millennial, angsty, ambivert. Let's give her a waffle maker.
Yeah.
Throw her the
It's
waffle maker ad.
yeah, you're on the site. You keep Xing out of ads every 2 seconds. Give her another ad.
Oh yeah, but you know what? I started writing a pilot for like a sci-fi mystery, and I'm Googling the weirdest shit, you know? And I'm like, you know what? F you data companies, you're gonna love this data. From all sorts of data, like talking about aliens and stuff. So they're gonna target me as a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. You know, that's what I love about the internet now, how we could just look up so much stuff. Like, I know I sound like 1980s right now, but it is cool though. Like, and even like apps like TikTok when I'm just scrolling and find something really cool out.
That is so true. You know what I've been meaning to do is when I remember to do this is helpful. Intentional scroll. So for an example, when I remember to do this, it's very helpful. So before I go to scroll, I'll get a notebook and a pen and I'll set a timer. I'll be like, Siri, set timer 15 minutes. And so I'll scroll, and when I see stuff I like, I'll write it down. When I see stuff I don't like, I'll write it down. And that way I'm exposing myself productively instead of exposing myself not productively, wasting 2 hours. And, you know, if you think about what you probably look like while you're in a Google rabbit hole, it's like not a good thing. Like I'm probably like this. I mean, I probably look repulsive. Just if I was looking in the point of view of my phone would probably like, dude, get a life, man.
Yeah, go kick a soccer ball.
Right.
Yeah, I go down those rabbit holes a little bit too. Now it's, I guess, whatever with me, even like YouTube, I'll just watch some hours of YouTube videos. And then then you gotta stop and Google it. Like I was just looking up Aleister Crowley. Yeah, I fell into a whole rabbit hole about him.
Is he like a 1960s musician?
No, but they said Ozzy made a song about him, and I think he was on like a Beatles album cover, and he was supposedly like a devil worshiper or something. He was supposed to be like the evilest. So, anyways, he Aleister Crowley, and yeah, he has all these books, like 6 books on like worshiping evil spirits and some crazy stuff. Yeah.
That is intense.
I almost feel creepy just talking about the guy. I read about him.
Oh no, I almost don't even want him in my search history. Okay, so I'll scroll. Ew! Dominic, what?
Is that crazy?
Yeah, I've seen his picture. Hold on, let me pull it up. Share screen.
Something that was wrote in his book is a saying that says, I don't know what it, just when you prescribe it, what is it? Describe it? What's the word I'm looking for? When you transcribe something that he lived by was do what you want with your life or something.
Oh, wait. So, because I've seen this picture. So he has a phrase, do what you want with your life?
It's something that's like wrote in one of his books. It's like it's in another, like it says something else, but you know they transcribe it for you. Like if you're not an ancient historian, they'll just do it for you, and it says something like that: "Do what you want with your life" or something. I don't know. I guess he had an uncle he went and lived with, and his uncle let him do all kinds of crazy stuff. From what I gathered, I might be mixing some stuff up, but like I guess he got him like bought him girls to like go on dates with, all this whatever, like and so he came from a very strict house, so he felt like, hey, why should I have to live so strict? I want to indulge on the crazy stuff of life. But I guess he was real good at just talking people into stuff.
Wow. You wonder. I mean, this guy has no masterclass access about on masterclass they have about like how to negotiate. They have a guy who negotiates with hostages, but like you
Wow.
have these people that had a huge impact on other people. Where did they learn how to do that? Like he was born in 1875.
Yeah, and I guess he was really smart.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So he studied Hindu and Buddhism. Huh. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. That was quite interesting.
Yeah, the one thing that I took away from there was one of his books was, I guess he had chants on how to summons evil spirits to go inside your body and make you famous. That was like what maybe conspiracy theory around him, because then he's on like a Beatles album cover and all.
Holding a rainbow teddy bear because this is freaking me out.
Right. I gotta turn my lights on.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't know my lights.
Oh.
Is this good lighting?
Yeah, it's good. You know what? Is that where the Illuminati came from? Because he's holding like a triangle symbol, and I know that that is an Illuminati symbol. So like, I don't know anything. All I know is I get suctioned in these YouTube conspiracy theory videos. I was watching YouTube conspiracy videos before, but I don't believe conspiracy theories this year have gone to a whole other weird level.
Right.
The
Yeah.
heck? But long story short, a lot of people in the Illuminati, I was watching this video, they were talking about something called star whackers. Yeah, like who's that guy in Chevy Chase, National Lampoon? Uncle Randy?
Oh yeah, yeah. What is his name? Yeah. I know who you mean. Uncle
Quaid, Randy Quaid.
Yeah, yeah.
Long story short, I ended up on this YouTube video. He was saying that he went against the Illuminati. I don't want to put words in the mouth. I'm paraphrasing, and please don't go down this YouTube rabbit hole because it will take about 10 hours of your life away just watching these videos about Randy Quaid talking about star whackers. But allegedly he did something and the Illuminati didn't like it, so they tried to kill him, or I don't know. And then they were talking about, what's weird is these pop stars of the late 90s and then early 2000s all have something in common. They were totally normal, and then all of a sudden something in their brain went. So this conspiracy theory video I was talking about was these star whackers. So they're under the control of them, and once they start getting smart, they start seeing the control they're under, and they start fighting. They have this dust that gives them schizophrenia. This is not true. This is just what a random crazy YouTube video I saw. But it's interesting how it happened to Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes, and a few other, like they were totally great, bright futures. And then something happened and they're totally different. But, again, I'm not saying this is true. This is just some weird ass YouTube video I landed on, which is why I should not watch YouTube at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. drinking some wine. Why do I end up on these videos?
I never used to be a conspiracy theorist, but the more time went on and I seen how actually crazy stuff really is, it starts to make you believe a little bit with certain things. Did you see? Do you ever get an Instagram friend request from Illuminati? It'll say join Illuminati.
No.
I get like one every like 5 or 6 months. I just got one yesterday.
And
yeah.
What do you mean? What does their profile look like?
It's just like a name, like John Castor, maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me, but they just friend. I could probably pull it up actually, but it's
isn't it a secret society? Like, they're not going to be saying, yo, join the blatantly honest Illuminati club.
Right. Like it just says right on their bio, join Illuminati.
Oh my God, that would kind of be a funny sketch. Oh my God, I double dare you to film a mockumentary of you joining this fake Illuminati club.
That is funny. You know what? I've been looking for an idea like that to do. I should do that.
Yeah, but honestly, it might be dangerous though. I don't know.
I won't call it Illuminati.
Right.
So, anyways, here's his name. Let me see if it'll come up. Close, I think.
Isn't that a comedian?
John Carlos. Hail the light. Oh, so he's just messing with me. If you want to be rich, that's who it is. It says hail the. I thought he looked familiar. Every time I click, this is like the third time this guy sent me a friend request.
What's his Instagram handle?
18 followers. Maybe he is a comic just messing with me.
No, I don't. The fact he has like 18 followers means it's bogus.
And all his pictures are me doing stuff.
Wait.
What if? How crazy would that be? All the pictures on his Instagram's just me shopping, me sipping coffee. Where'd you get this, Jonathan?
Hail the light. Well, actually, we probably shouldn't show this. This guy has some brother's darkness.
I mean, I ain't throwing no hate. Hey, it's whatever. I'm actually excited they want me to join the club. Maybe they'd make me famous.
Yes. Oh my God. I would say I would be intrigued to see how that mockumentary would go of you doing the steps, saying, yeah, absolutely, sign me up. What are the next steps? And then documenting all of that. However, don't do it. It sounds very dangerous.
You know, yeah, I don't know. I know going back to, I would, you know what I would do? How I would do it? I would have it like, I show up and I cut the guy's grass or something. I clean his house, do his dishes. Like, man, this is strange to get in this group. And now I'm like, so am I in the group now? And he's like, what group? And then I'm like, the Illuminati. He goes, what you talking about, man? I don't know what you're talking about.
And there's not a website, too, to see, like, hey, is this Illuminati group valid? Is it legit?
Yeah, you're right. Is this a fake Illuminati or a real one? I think this guy may just be a comic. You know, remember there was like a Facebook OJ Simpson friend requesting people. I wonder if OJ's mad somebody got that. It was a comedian, I think, in New York. He follows all comics in New York.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, he just posts randomly. OJ Simpson has a Facebook. Yeah, I think it's a New York comic, but who knows? It would be crazy if this dude really was Illuminati. I wouldn't know how to act.
No, Illuminati, they're very secretive. It's a secret society. So we can rest assured this guy, I don't know what club he's in, but it's not the Illuminati.
I always pictured in my mind you reach a certain level of funny and people do just approach you from like the Illuminati when you're
Yes,
really
that's
funny.
what I figured. Like they come with a suitcase and a trench coat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll make you famous if you make a joke about Lindsay Lohan.
Oh my gosh.
They probably tell you what to do.
Yeah. Let's change the subject.
Very yeah,
dangerous. Should we get to the hot topics?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. So here we go. This was brought by AussieMuser from askreddit. Introverts of Reddit. Imagine it's a reverse pandemic, and to not get sick and die, you had to spend all of your time outside with other people and in crowds. How would you cope? Do you survive?
Do you want to go first or me?
Sure. Honestly, I don't think I would.
Yeah, it would get difficult. Isn't that crazy?
It would be. I mean, because I'm in ambivert. I'm half introvert, extrovert. And you know, if I'm around people too long, you'll see me turn off. You will see literally the moment my brain shuts down. Like I'll be like, yeah, I'll be like very good at listening, and then you'll see me just go.
Yeah.
I completely shut down. And I look in the mirror too. I get like purple circles under my eye. I physically get exhausted if I'm with people more than like 8 hours or whatever.
Right. No, I'm like that too. I'll be like,
Yeah, exactly. I know. And I'm like that with the phone too, but I want to tell everybody on the phone that I can't physically talk on the phone for more than 40 minutes, but I don't know, it would be a little rude.
right. I'm always like that too. Well, the worst is when it's like back to back on the phone. You got one call here, 20 minutes.
Oh my God. Yes. But for me, I love talking on the phone, but I wish maybe I will start telling my friends, like, dude, just heads up, I have ADHD. I love chatting, but after 40 minutes, anything you say becomes mush and I'm not genuinely listening. So I wish Irish goodbying was totally normal because I hate the whole interrupting and the you got to tune out of the conversation. You can't just be like, gotta go. Like, you got to be like, oh, you know what? I forgot I got to do this. And it's like a slow dial out.
Yeah.
But when I'm out, I wish I could be like, just hang up.
Yeah. No, I kind of just do
Irish goodbying. I'm like, please do. When someone Irish goodbyes, I'm glad. I'm like, yo, that's kind of inspiring.
I kind of do that. I kind of just leave out because I'm just like, especially if I just got there, you shake everybody's hand, get in there, and then what, 5 minutes later?
Yes. I know it's like that at comedy stuff. When you see people, hey, what up? And then you leave and you feel like you gotta say bye. Well, bye. And then with the person that just leaves, it's like, yo, what happened to them? And it's like, they just left. It's like, oh, cool. That's how it's done.
Yeah. Yeah. The comedy crowds, I can handle a certain amount of crowds I can be around. But like, one of the worst ones I've had a couple, but one of them was when I went to go see the ball drop in Times Square and I couldn't leave. There was so many people pre-COVID that was like, you couldn't move. They were pushing people down. A girl was like, I'm getting sick. I need to get out of here. It was very claustrophobic.
Now, what year was this? Was this year or?
This was a long time ago, actually. This was the year Drake did it.
This year was totally gone.
Yeah, no, they didn't even do it this was the year. I know it was like Drake, Lady Gaga, and them, but it was so slammed. I think even like maybe that was another year. I went 2 years in a row, but both years pretty much. It was so slammed to where they couldn't even let people out. They had to evacuate, and you're in this crowd for like 6 hours. Oof. So, and then it's like 1 a.m. People are going crazy. They're drunk. People are throwing up. And you're just like, I gotta get out of here. And you're like this. It's this close.
Oh my God. Yeah, I did a background acting for a promo for Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. So we were able to wait in a trailer, and a heated trailer with snacks. And then we walked out, did the segment with Jenny McCarthy. And then we were able to go home. And even just being out, it was cool. It was really cool and surreal. But also, that was enough for me. I was like, New Year's Eve, you want to be, you want to have a little fun. You want, like, how can you have fun with the wet diaper?
Right.
Because how the heck do these people use the restroom?
Yeah, they don't.
How did you use it?
I brought a big long pea coat, and that's exactly what I was doing in it. I put a bottle and I was just peeing in the bottle.
You put the pee. You put the pee in pea coat.
Yeah. I definitely did. And the friends I was with.
You got a squatty potty under.
I was with.
From head to toe, and you got
I was a gentleman. I held them in a plastic bag, and I pee a lot. I had like 6 bottles of pee in a bag, and I'm just like, if I get caught in this,
You really did it?
yeah, no, I really did. And I had the little trench coat on, nobody could see anything.
Wait, so you had
I was just holding them, bags of pee in a bottle. It was hard to find bottles after a while because I didn't want poured out. It was packed.
Wait, so you're just standing there, you take a bottle and just
Yeah. You ever have to see, like, I had to pee so bad I drank a bottle of water. I didn't want to waste it just so I could pee in the bottle. Like, we brought bottles of water, and that's like, then you just gotta pee again. It defeats the purpose,
Right. The irony. Let me get rid of this bottle so I can pee in it. And then, wow.
I was with 2 girls, and they bought diapers and put them on, but we never spoke of anything that happened. I wasn't going to ask them. But we were...
I mean, that's...
I'll say this. We were in line 8 hours, and they were really upset.
Rash.
Listen, all I know is we were standing there for 8 hours, and they were extremely pissed off the whole time.
Wait, what?
They were pretty upset the whole time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because you got to think, like, I know me. I like to buy a New Year's Eve dress. I like to put on some new, do some cool makeup, flashy with glitter. One year you could really be flashy. Is New Year's Eve, because it's a mutual agreement. Like, yo, we're wearing sparkles tonight. Gonna bring in the new year radiating.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I can't imagine that being an actual good outcome. New Year's Eve, Times Square, nowhere to get drunk, because I don't think you're allowed alcohol in the crowd, or you got to do it illegally.
Yeah, you'd have to do it real legally because they check your bags. I mean, people pour like alcohol and soda and get away with it.
Oof, right.
We had straight vodka in the bottle of water. It was straight vodka in there. My friend did it, not me.
Right. Now, what about you? Would you survive if this was a reverse pandemic?
Man, if it was like Times Square every time, I don't think so.
Oh God, yeah.
If there was some sort of a happy medium, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, if I have to be elbow to elbow with everybody, that would just be difficult.
Right. I mean, also, you think humans, we have emotions, and it's like, I mean, I worked in a bar at, closing time when everybody's drunk and like it's a packed, I worked in an Irish pub in Soho, and you see how the two personalities all crammed into each other. Oh, good example, St. Patty's Day, like a fight almost broke out. And it's just like, people gotta have that alone time, because humans together all the time, conflict and headbutting is going to happen. So I think it would be way more dangerous.
Yeah, because look how many times there's conflict and headbutt in these busy cities like New York. If I step outside, I'm guaranteed to see one thing.
Oh my God, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great example. Just like living in New York City in general, people are kind of, you never have alone time, really. You got roommates, you got your subway. People in suburbia, they could drive in a car and collect themselves and find peace that way. But in New York, you're always around people.
Yeah. When I go back home to Ohio and back to my roots, I realize how laid back it is there. When I'm in New York, I'm like a cat that just got taken to the vet. I'm on guard. I'm like, yeah, every movement, somebody's behind you. You're like, you can't just chill here.
You cannot just chill here. No. I mean, there's always something. One time I was listening to music and I was getting off a train. Like, I love to just listen to music on the subway, zone out, and pretend I'm in the music video. And one day I'm walking off the subway. It was in Bushwick off the Halsey stop. And a cop stopped me and he was like, "You gotta pay more attention." I was like, "Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you." But that was kind of weird, but he could tell I was zoned out. I was probably a target. So
Right.
you really should not even be listening to music while walking.
Yeah. Or on your headphones in general, like talking to somebody, it's just too hard to concentrate.
Right.
I almost got hit by a biker yesterday. Hey, let me ask you something. So when you're doing your music video, do you sing it out and act it all out on the train? Like, do you get into it or no?
Oh God, no, it's all internal. That's
Great.
never exterior. In my head, I'm like maybe fantasizing like a crush or just being in a music video. And I just like to go live in that spot of wherever the song is emotionally taken.
Yeah. Some of these people, like, it's like live your life. I generally don't care what people do, but some of these people that are on the train or walking down the street and they got the rap song in and they're on the top of their lungs and I'll be shooting and killing. And then they'll look you in the eye like they're doing a video.
One time I was on a bus in LA and I just never forget it because it was so amusing. I was sitting on the bus and all of a sudden I hear legs on the table. And then he said, legs on the table, ready for the show.
Right.
I'm gonna try to do it serious. Okay, ready? Legs on the table, ready for the show tonight. I just want to eat you up. And I busted out laughing because I'm like, what kind of song is this?
Yeah.
What is it? I was trying to depict the lyrics and trying to find meaning. Ready for the show tonight, legs on the table. I don't know. It's fun to walk the streets to the pace of the song. I like to put on an empowering song pre-pandemic, of course, because now everything, it's like, for me, being out with people is not pleasurable whatsoever. But pre-pandemic, I miss just putting on a good song and walking with a strut, and you feel so empowered with a song in New York City. It's
Yeah, I miss going to dance class. You get out of dance class and whatever you're listening to, you don't care. You're doing the steps right on the street. Yeah, Broadway Dance Center.
That's great. I think that's a famous dance company.
It's a cool one. It's like right near Hell's Kitchen, so it's convenient. And I have a friend that teaches there, so I kind of just feel like I have an in. Those dance classes where you pay $22, it's like 75 people in there, and you're doing the move. They're like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna 1 and 6 and 8," and you're like, "What?" And move your foot. It's hard to you'll be like, "Dang." And then move. Does everybody got it? I'm a slow at it, but I did like 5 classes.
5 classes?
Yeah, I did 5. Salsa, I did like 3 with salsa and 2 of some other song I had no business doing. I did 2 of some other song to where it's like my friend just signed me up for it. I'm all doing this, and it's like, I'm twerking in the song.
It's fun. I did a Zumba class, and it was so liberating. I'm not even kidding. I think the main thing that I learned with these group fitness classes, dance classes, is you got to go your own pace and not care. Don't even compare yourself. Just do it to have fun, and that's all that matters. And you know what? You look good doing it. I noticed, like, with people, once they stop looking around and stop caring, and they're doing it to, like, sincerely have fun, they look great. It doesn't matter. Can I tell you an audition story? All right. So when I was a teenager, I used to go on auditions to do commercials to New York. I commute from Jersey. And anyway, my manager at the time, the one that I lost all that weight for, sent me out for this herbal essence commercial. And it was a dance. They always sent me out for dance stuff. I was like, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a good dancer. But anyway, so I was giving them what I thought they wanted. And then I see this girl with like cool curly red hair. She's just doing all these weird turns, and she's not doing anything that we're doing. We're all like trying to look hot, you know?
Huh.
And this girl is literally, she's twirling. And while I'm dancing, I'm like, sucks to be her. She doesn't know what she's doing. You know, I'm judging her. And so then the casting director was like, okay, goodbye. You stay. They asked the girl doing the weird twirls to stay.
Wow.
That just goes to show you she was having fun. She wasn't like any of us. So we got to stop caring what people think, and we got to stop trying to duplicate what's been done, thinking that that is what is acceptable. What's acceptable is just having fun.
100%. Yeah, it's all duplication. You know what blows me away? When you see like one of these new songs that are real fly, like a Drake song, and then you actually go back and see that's like a 1970s song, and it's very simple. The beat's like identical, and it's like, yo, like, what's up with this? Like,
Yes, you know, there's that song Portugal, the man, ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. You know that song?
yeah.
I heard, wait, hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman, wait. Sorry, everybody, you got to listen
Ah.
to it. But I'm not saying it was intentional, but it had a similar release. It had a similar melody. So yeah, I think in life, everything is kind of just rehashed at this moment. They say there's not one original thought left in this world, really. Like if you thought something, somebody else thought it.
That's interesting.
But
Yeah. I seen one guy was telling me, and I thought he was like a guy. Well, he definitely wasn't in the best position in life or whatever. It seemed like he was like it looked like he was living on the train, bags everywhere, and it wasn't even telling me this. I was just sitting there. He was just telling everybody. He was just ranting, and he was like saying stuff that made so much sense. He's like reading the sign where it says Wi-Fi available, like in the subway system or whatever. And then below it, there's a sign that says, like, please keep your devices put away. He's like, well, what type of damn sense does that make?
oh,
And he was so mad about it. He's like, which one is it?
that is so funny because it's true. He had a great point.
Right.
They're telling you Wi-Fi available. Oh my goodness. Right.
Yeah, it was interesting. There was one guy I used to see all the time that used to just sing in the subway. And I always just thought he was just something about him stood out. Like if there was one person I was like, man, I wish this dude can be famous. You know, that would be.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I was a casting director so I could pull, like, I see talented people. I wish I could be like, you, here's my card. I want to make something of you.
Yeah. Join the Illuminati.
Do those stories happen anymore?
What?
Do those discovery stories even happen anymore? You know, where like back in the day, people used to be like, yeah, I was walking down Fifth Avenue and I got scouted. It's like, do those stories exist? I don't know. Maybe online?
Yeah, I think definitely online. I know a friend of mine on TikTok that's been going hard for a year at it, and he got 1 million followers just recently. Yeah, but anyways, so much stuff I guess came with that. Like he's getting a lot of people reaching out, like commercial agents wanting to. Yeah, they're like, hey, we love your style, your voice. We think you'd be perfect for this.
That's amazing. And so now was he able to quit his day job?
You know, I don't know if he's ever had a day job, or I don't know if I know he's a comic. Like I think he was just did some other. I think he did some acting on the side or something. I'm not 100% sure if he had a day job. Honestly, I think he may have already been kind of breaking in the scene a little.
Right. Oh, that's great. That is the place. That is the ultimate place, you know, to just be able to do your art.
His followers, he said, followed him also because everything's linked. on one thing. So when they find them on one platform, it's all the same name.
Right. Yeah. You know, I put a link tree. I put a link tree in my thing, but I don't have access to do the link in bio. So people got to manually type it in, and that probably chases people away. I don't know, but that's great. But we're going to get there.
Yeah, I can't wait. He's very inspirational. He was all behind it. He's like, dude, I'm telling you. He's like, man, just try to post a video a day, just a good video. And, you know, I know there's millions of people doing that too, but, you know, he firmly believes in it. And I see it's working for you. We can do an episode back if you guys watch the last episode. I think we were talking to maybe 2. You had like 700 followers.
Yes. So I did have a little miracle happen. I had a video go baby viral. It went to like 45K views.
Dang.
And I have over 7,000 likes.
Wow.
And so I don't know. What's weird is I posted the video originally, but it was late at night and I forgot. Like I posted the one. So I spent all this time making captions for the video, and I ended up posting the video without the captions. So
Wow.
that one got 40 likes. So then I reposted it with the captions, and that one, all of a sudden I woke up and it was viral. And I was like, whoa. And what's weird was when I was making it, I thought it was like a silly video. Like I didn't think it was going to be successful, but I was desperate for content. So I was just taking ideas and just kind of playing it out by making it. I like to develop ideas that way. And I couldn't believe it. It spoke an actual conversation. People were having heated debates. So the video is me making fun of the time I worked at this burrito restaurant in New York City, and they had this rule. You got to card everybody. And, you know, I had to wear a pin. We ID everybody. It was, I mean, as a waiter, it's humiliating because, I mean, if someone's over 50, no, then it's rude. It's like people will get offended if you don't card them, but then they get offended if you do card them. And that is the point. If you're over 50, it could be an offensive area and common sense. But long story short, this video sparked a huge conversation of, is it ridiculous to card everybody? Is it silly? And people were like having debates about it. And you know what's funny is people were like, in my Providence, we card. And it's like, Providence? What? You're in Canada? Like, you know, which is cool. Shout out to Canada. I love Canada. I've been there twice. But they were telling me their situation. And I'm like, dude, I just posted the video making fun of my situation. I'm not making a political statement. It's a comedy sketch.
Yeah.
So I had to ID this girl. She was 96 years old. And my manager was mad at me, like, for not originally carding them. And I'm like, are you for real?
Wow.
And so the video was me making fun of that situation of, like, the manager. You got to card her. I'm like, no, she's obviously over 21. Like, use your common sense. But then the video spoke a debate. Is people don't have common sense anymore. So now we got to have this blanket thing. I was listening. Everybody had some really great points. Like, oh, good point. I was on the stance of how embarrassing, you know, for me as a waiter. But then people brought great points. I was like, you're right. There is this rule because people mess up. This one person was like, well, you know, what about people could do their hair and makeup really well? And I was like, this situation, again, is me just making fun of this situation. Like, there's not enough prosthetics in the world to make this 96-year-old a secretly 18-year-old. But they had a great point of, true, these kids could be pretty savvy maybe with prosthetics, you know?
Right.
Maybe we should ID everybody. Interesting debate.
Yeah, I see it in some places where they're just like, yeah, it's the policy. And some people just can't understand it. You know, they'll be like, well, oh, you see that I'm older. I don't got my idea or whatever.
That's another frustration I was trying to make is people get mad at the person working. People,
Right.
stop getting mad at the person. It's like, oh, you think I'm the owner? Cool. You know, like I have zero authority. So if by yelling at someone who's just trying to pay their rent, who literally has zero authority, is going to help, that is the wrong way to think about it. Write a letter, maybe, if it bothers you, you know?
Yeah. No, 100%. I still get carded. It doesn't even bother me though, but I
I
don't know.
love it. I love it. Please card me. When someone doesn't card me, I get sad. I'm not mad, but I get sad inside.
Yeah, if I don't, I'm surprised that I still get carded because I actually have like more of a wrinkle for like, you know, I look older, I think sometimes. I have an old man forehead a little bit. Look.
No, I do too. I do.
When I get carded, I just go like this. Are you serious? They go, oh, sorry about this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we apologize. Do you need
Wrinkles? Let me show you all my wrinkles. This should be my ID.
Yeah.
My lifeline, my forehead wrinkles. Could you imagine if someone just started explaining all their wrinkles? You see this wrinkle? This wrinkle was from my boyfriend who said, you know, I'm this. This one's from my wife, Diana, who took all my money. This crow's feet is from my 8 children.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, please, I'm just following the policy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to know your wrinkle history.
Right, right. I know. It's interesting. I want to give me a recap. How have you been doing on the TikTok challenge?
Oh yeah, guys, you need to go follow Amy and not follow mine. I made a new channel completely that has my name now, so I might just start from zero. I think I'll just better off starting fresh because
I don't know. That might be a myth. I thought the same thing. I don't know. There's debatable topics of, you know, start new and do your first 5 videos amazing because you're telling the algorithm your quality of your content or whatever, or just start. You already had a bunch of content. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe I just would have to change the name somehow to mine, and it's hard to do it like after I already have a new one with my name. Maybe I'll just have 3 TikToks. I'll make them all go viral. They're all linked to my YouTube.
That's good. It might overwhelm yourself though. I've noticed with social media, the key is to not overwhelm yourself and try to simplify it. Because, oh my God, I've done all these things and finally I'm just like, I need to simplify. Just stick to one, build that, and then you could layer on others or have 2 in case if one gets shadow banned.
Yeah, who knows?
All right, everybody, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening to Good Afternoon Planet Earth. Follow Dominic Leonelli at Dominic Leonelli. You're not Dominic Leonelli, not Dom's Details, right?
Yeah, just Dominic Leonelli, everything.
Okay.
And follow Amy J and see if you can find that video and like it and comment and get some people.
Yes, and let us know in the comments. I'm at Amy J Jans, by the way. But follow us. Let us know in the comments if you guys did the TikTok challenge. We'd love to hear your progress. And yeah. So Dom, should we lessen the TikTok challenge to 1 video a day?
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta jump back on it. I should just start doing it again.
Yeah. Yeah. We got it.
All right.
All
One
right.
a day. All right.
One a day keeps the doctor away.
Cool. Yeah, 1 a day keeps the day job away.
Oh, I love that. Yes. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Tune in next week. Bye.
So, folks, thank you for listening. Subscribe, follow, and leave a good review if you can. We will be grateful for that. Follow us on Instagram at GapeTV. Good afternoon, Planet Earth.